Hi students, in this video we're going to look at how to draw box plots. So after watching this video you should be able to draw a box plot from a 5-number summary. The biggest thing you have to remember how to do is how to create a 5-number summary, because we'll be using that directly when making our box and whisker plot. Box plots are drawn by plotting the numbers basically straight from our 5-number summary. So we've got our 5-number summary down here. This score down here is our minimum. Then we've got our first quartile, median, third quartile, and our max. Those are the 5 points of our 5-number summary. And then we just draw the box and these extra lines on the ends to make our box plot. So this first quarter and our fourth quarter here, they're just marked with long lines. So they used to be called whiskers. You could think about it as a whisker. But that first quarter and fourth quarter, they're drawn as those whiskers on the ends there. Our second and third quarters are drawn as a box. So our second and third quarters are drawn as a box, and our median goes down in between them to show where the middle of the data is. So our box covers the second and third quarters, but the median is a line that cuts that box into two smaller boxes. Along the bottom there is a scale so you can read it. So here we can see our maximum is 15, our lowest is 4, our median here is actually 8.5, smack bang in between. So the scale there is to help you read clearly the box plot. Alright, so we have to create a box plot for the following data. So students, you might recognize this is the data from our previous lesson looking at the 5-number summary. So we can just fill those in there. And then we can just plot our points on our number line there. So you would plot a 9 for the minimum, quarter 1 at 16, median at 35, which will be up here, third quartile at 50, and then maximum at 59, which will be up here. And then you can draw your lines and your boxes in the middle there, and then that line in the middle for your median. Obviously that's very messy. There is a blue, much nicer looking box and whisker plot there that has all of those key points drawn, the whiskers on the ends, the box in the middle, and then the median, cutting that box into two pieces. Alright, let's do another one. We'll create another box plot for this data. Now this time we should need to work out our 5-number summary first. So we've got our lowest score, we've got our highest score, it's 1 and 16. So we can plot 1, smack bang there, 16, smack bang there. In terms of number of data points, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 plus 1 over 2. 12 plus 1 is 13. 13 divided by 2 is 6.5. So our median will be the 6.5 score. So it's between 6 and 7. So looking at our data, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6.5 will be smack bang in the middle there. And then that number will be the average of 5 and 6, which will be 5.5. So there's our median. So 5 might be there, 5.5 might be about here. Now for our quartiles, because our median was smack bang in the middle of our 5 and 6, we can find our lower quartile by considering all the numbers up to that line, up to 5.5. Alright, and then looking at that, we can see our middle is actually these two numbers here. So we've got two numbers below, two numbers above. So in the middle, halfway between 2 and 4, that's a 3. So our first quartile, is a 3. And then for the third quartile, we'll split that in half too. So 3 numbers and 3 numbers. Halfway between 9 and 10 is 9.5. There's 9, there's 9.5. My 16 dots disappeared. And then we can draw our box plot that goes between those dots. Again, the lines on the ends, the box in the middle, and the median that cuts through there. And that third quartile is 9.5. Alright, so after watching this video, you should be able to draw box plots from a 5-number summary.